All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Tonight, we're going to be talking about the Houston Texans. So, folks, CJ Stroud finally has a rookie game this far into the NFL season. And what's funny is a rookie game for CJ Stroud is still 27-37, which was a career high so far for him at 73% completion percentage. He threw for 336 yards and 2 touchdowns. That is now his 5th game this season with 300 passing yards and a touchdown pass. That is tied for the 3rd most ever by a rookie. He also joins Joe Burrow as the only rookies ever with 300 passing yards in 3 straight games. He now ranks 2nd in the entire National Football League with almost 3,000 yards, which is the 4th most ever by a player in their first career 10 games. So, folks, the Houston Texans have won 3 straight games for the first time since 2018. And considering that they were 3-14 last year, to playoff contention, to literal playoff contention, not just, pretenders, not just luck, literal playoff contenders is absolutely nuts. It really is. This upcoming Sunday, less than 24 hours from now, with a win, the Houston Texans over the Jacksonville Jaguars will have a 67% chance to make the playoffs. 67. This is insane. They won 3 games last year. They've now won 3 straight games. They took down a red hot at the time Cincinnati Bengals. They've got a really nice track record. The Steelers, they put up 30 on them. Like I said, they beat the red hot Bengals. They just embarrassed Jacksonville earlier on in the season. It's crazy. And as we were just saying, a bad game for CJ Stroud with the 3 interceptions. He still threw for over 330 yards and 2 touchdowns. I mean, this dude is as special as it gets. So before we get any further into tonight's video, if you guys enjoy, be sure to hit that like button, hit that sub button for daily NFL content. Texans fans, love you guys as always. I love my Houston sports. If we could try and get this video to 100 likes, that would mean the absolute world to me. So the coaching staff, the management, the players, it's so hard to not get extremely excited for this Houston Texans team right now. And just to make things even better, this upcoming Sunday against Jacksonville, this is the first meeting between these teams in November or December where they both have a winning record. So I will just say this. I would not be surprised. Obviously, the Houston Texans are 6-4. If they win 10 plus games this upcoming season, or this season, and make a little bit of noise in the playoffs. It just, I don't think anybody would be shocked if that happened. That's how good CJ Stroud is. CJ on the season, 17 touchdowns to just 5 interceptions. Like we said, he's thrown for almost 3,000 yards. He's thrown for almost 300 yards per game. This was a 3-win team last season. He is always poised. He's not too emotional, high or low. He's got great pocket awareness, and he's only getting more confident. And we're seeing immediate connections and immediate chemistry with guys like the rookie Tank Dell. Tank Dell also, just like CJ Stroud and Will Anderson Jr., is having such a phenomenal rookie season. In just 9 games for Tank Dell, he has almost 700 receiving yards. He's got 6 touchdowns, and he's averaging over 73 receiving yards per game. Nico Collins, the perfect complementary wide receiver. So before this season happened, I like Tank Dell a lot, but I was thinking to myself, all right, I think this is the year Nico Collins goes for over 1,000 and establishes himself as a wide receiver 1. And then Tank Dell happens, and now it's like, oh, Tank Dell is a star wide receiver in the league, and I can pair him up with a great complementary, good wide receiver in Nico Collins. Nico Collins is having a career season. He's averaging over 73 yards per game. He's got 700 receiving yards on the season, along with 4 touchdowns. Noah Brown with Dallas was pretty much irrelevant. Not to be disrespectful, because he's a great football player. In just 5 games this season with Houston, he's averaging almost 90 receiving yards per game. So CJ Stroud, and also while we're at it, because Devin Singletary, especially in these last 2 weeks, has done a phenomenal job. Just another one of those underrated signings that Houston made this past offseason. Keep in mind, Singletary was like an 800 rushing running back his entire 4-year tenure with the Buffalo Bills. This offensive line was so banged up for the first, 6 games of the season, they were so banged up. They were pretty much decimated at the offensive line position. And now that they are back and healthy, it looks like one of the better offensive line groups in the entire National Football League. And we see this, especially in situate like he's got all the time in the world. And I know, maybe the 2-9 Arizona Cardinals aren't the best, kind of judgment of, how's your offensive line looking. I actually personally think the Arizona Cardinals defense is a lot better than people think. But you see it, they're a top 10 third down offense this season. Situationally, less than 2 minutes to go. Whenever CJ and the Texans need points, whenever they need a field goal, whenever they need a touchdown, that's what happens. They score that field goal. They score that touchdown. CJ Stroud is that freaking good. The stats, the eye test, they both prove that this team is as legit as they could possibly be. For a 3-win team last year, it is absolutely insane. They're scoring touchdowns. They're not settling for field goals. The coaching staff, the offensive coordinator, defense, it looks great. All right. And tomorrow is such a great game, but I love the remainder of their schedule. I think they have like a 32% chance to make the playoffs with a loss tomorrow against Jacksonville. Here's the thing. If they win that game, they are leading the AFC South. If you take down Jacksonville tomorrow, listen, 24 hours from now, you are number 1 in the AFC South in week 12. Nobody thought that was going to happen. Now, there's Texans fans and there's Ohio State fans who knew CJ Stroud was going to be good. They knew he was going to have a good rookie season. But what we're seeing right now is pretty much unprecedented. Now, I'm not saying Houston's the best team in the league, but what I am saying is if they continue this, I would not want to play them in the playoffs. I would hate to play this team in the playoffs. They're currently slated as the number 6 seed in the AFC. But guys, here's the thing. They're only getting better. They're only getting better. 39 against 8 above average defense in the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Like we said, it took 11 weeks for CJ Stroud to have a rookie game. And in that rookie game, as we mentioned, even though he had 3 interceptions, threw for over 330 yards and 2 touchdowns. This dude is special, but I also feel like this team is special. By the way, Will Anderson Jr., the dude's a dog. All of these rookies are just absolute dogs. Tank Dell, Will Anderson Jr., CJ Stroud. Folks, the future is as bright as it possibly could be in Houston. And also, while we're at it, shout out to the Houston Rockets for last night taking down and embarrassing the defending champions in the Denver Nuggets. So that's it for tonight. Just a little bit of a Texans hype video for you guys. Hope you all had a great Thanksgiving. Hit that like button, hit that sub button for daily NFL content. If you guys want more Texans videos, let me know down below. But guys, give me a score prediction on tomorrow's home matchup against the Jacksonville Jaguars. That's it for me. Have a great rest of your weekend, and we'll see you hopefully tomorrow with a victory recap video.